In a small village nestled on the banks of a clear river, there lived a young weaver named Mira. She was known for her skill in weaving intricate and colorful fabrics, creating beautiful garments for the villagers. Every thread she worked with was meticulously chosen, every pattern perfectly planned. Her creations were admired by everyone who saw them, and she was often praised for her flawless work. But Mira, despite all the compliments, was never satisfied. She was constantly chasing perfection, always worried that her work might have a small flaw no one noticed. She spent hours upon hours trying to make every piece of fabric flawless, often staying up late at night, fixing tiny imperfections that no one else would ever see. One day, a traveling merchant passed through the village and stopped at Mira's shop. He was a quiet man with sharp eyes and a kind smile. After looking through her collection, he spoke to her. "You are a skilled weaver, Mira, but I wonder, do you know the value of a single thread that may seem imperfect to you?" Mira was puzzled. "I only use the finest materials, and every thread is chosen carefully. How could there be value in something imperfect?" The merchant smiled again. "I think you'll understand soon enough. Come with me on a journey. There's something I want to show you." Though hesitant, Mira decided to follow him. The merchant led her on a path outside the village, through the forests, and up a steep hill. At the top, they came to a small temple, nestled in a grove of ancient trees. Inside the temple was a large tapestry hanging on the wall. It was breathtaking, a vibrant depiction of the village, the river, the mountains, and the people. The colors were vivid, the scenes full of life. Mira's eyes widened in awe. "This is incredible. It looks perfect." The merchant smiled and pointed to one small section of the tapestry. It was a tiny, nearly unnoticeable flaw in the design. A single golden thread that was slightly out of place, creating a small ripple in the otherwise flawless fabric. "Do you see it?" the merchant asked. Mira squinted and nodded. "Yes, I see it. But why is it there?" The merchant's voice softened. "That golden thread was intentionally woven out of place, not to make the tapestry imperfect, but to remind us that life itself is full of imperfections. In every small flaw there is beauty. It's the mistakes, the unexpected turns, the little imperfections that give us character and depth. No life is perfect, just like no piece of fabric can be flawless. But it is the love, the care, and the intention behind it that gives it value." Mira stood there, reflecting on his words. The merchant continued, "When you weave, you are creating not just fabric, but a piece of yourself. The thread that seems imperfect to you may be the one that brings it to life." Over the next few days, Mira thought deeply about the merchant's words. She returned to her loom with a new perspective. This time, instead of focusing only on perfection, she allowed herself to embrace the natural flow of the weaving process. She didn't try to fix every tiny flaw. She let the threads tell their own story. And as she worked, something magical happened. Her creations began to feel alive. The fabrics were no longer just beautiful. They were filled with warmth, love, and the spirit of the maker. The villagers noticed the difference, too. They commented not only on the colors and designs, but on the soul of the cloth, something they hadn't been able to put into words before. From then on, Mira no longer feared imperfections. She learned that it wasn't about creating something perfect. It was about putting your heart into what you do, no matter the flaws. And in that, true beauty was found. The story of Mira teaches us that perfection is not the goal in life or in art. It is the imperfections, the unexpected moments, and the love we put into our work that give it meaning. Sometimes, it's the small, flawed moments that make something truly beautiful.